On September 26, 2023, the disappearance of Dejah Hood sent shockwaves through Tyler, Texas. Lakeeta Jordan, a concerned mother, reached out to the Tyler police around 12:40 a.m. She was desperately trying to locate her 18-year-old daughter, who had seemingly vanished without a trace. The teen had last been seen heading out with friends, but that day and night she differed from her usual schedule of staying in touch with family and friends. Jordan had an intuition that her daughter might be with a friend named Jamaurea Britton, and she shared his contact information with the authorities. Jamaurea soon found himself in police spotlight as they initiated contact with him within 12 hours of the missing report. He recounted a disturbing series of events that unfolded on that fateful Monday. Britton claimed that he had picked up Deja along with a 1-year-old child she was babysitting from her apartment with the intention of helping him pack for an upcoming move. According to the man's initial statement to investigators, while at his apartment on Holly Tree Drive, Hood left briefly to talk to someone in a black Chevrolet pickup. Upon her return, she informed him that she was leaving and departed with the child. Britton said he returned to work and alleged that Hood later called him to come and pick her up again. Jamaurea claimed that upon his return to his apartment, he discovered the child alone under a stairwell, but Hood was nowhere to be found, thus he took the child back to Deja's apartment. Around 1 p.m., police arrived at Jamaurea's apartment to question him. They observed the word "loser" spray painted on his entryway. He attributed the graffiti to an ex-girlfriend, claiming it occurred a few days prior. Nevertheless, a closer examination revealed a chilling detail: saturated blood-like marks in the spray paint. Britton even tried to convince investigators that the blood was due to his dog's recent medical issue. Suspicion was further heightened when in the area where Jamaurea's vehicle was parked, they noticed muddy shoe prints and latex gloves.
Good afternoon, Jeremy. I'm unfortunately on the scene of every family's worst nightmare here in Tyler at the Holly Tree Apartments, where an 18-year-old girl was found discovered dead in the woods this morning. She was reported missing by her mother yesterday. Tyler police came this morning looking for her. The call came around 10 a.m. They found her around 1 p.m. She was discovered deceased in the woods. Her body was just taken away. Family was right behind me. It was a tough scene to be at as a reporter. And what we know as of now, there is one man who's being questioned at the Tyler Police Department. He has not been arrested at this moment, but he is being questioned by police. And Tyler police tell me that this is being investigated as a side, so there is some foul play here. We do know that she was also willingly at these apartments. We don't know what exactly led to her death. We do know that the Tyler police came to the scene and we found her discovered at around 1 p.m. today. Her mother was the one who put in the missing persons request. I saw a Facebook post from a neighbor that there was an effort from the community to try and find her. Now I'm just getting the name here, Dejah Hood, 18 years old. We don't know what town she's from. I wasn't able to tell from police what town she was from, but she is deceased as of this now. And I mean, her family members are still here, and it's really a tough scene here, Jeremy. You know, they came out and her body was taken away, and it's every family's worst nightmare.
She was down here, according to the family, she was picked up by this man, brought here, and then he's the last person to see her. There is evidence behind the apartment as well that we're collecting to lead us to believe that she was placed down there and foul play nefariously, basically.
Jamaurea went on to admit that he had asked Deja to assist him in packing for his move, an innocent enough request. However, a simple act by the 18-year-old triggered a violent outburst. In his own words, Britton explained how he was standing in the kitchen alone, thinking about his ex and the breakup, when Deja walked up and playfully tugged on his ear, an action which reminded him of his ex-girlfriend, as she would also do that. This seemingly minor gesture sent him into a rage. Britton grabbed a glass bottle of wine and struck Deja in her head from behind, causing her to fall to the floor. What followed was a brutal assault, with the man kneeling over Deja's body and pounding her before eventually strangling her. He even resorted to using a hammer, repeatedly striking her until the wooden handle broke. According to Jamaurea, he believed he had ended Hood's life and tried to take his own life, making 2 attempts, once with a knife pointed at his chest and again with a newly acquired firearm. Nonetheless, a concerned neighbor unknowingly intervened by knocking on his door and disrupting his dark intentions. The man concealed the horrific scene and answered the door, explaining away the noise. After he closed the door, he remembered the 1-year-old child in his apartment and returned the child to Hood's mother's residence before returning to his own apartment. The story took an even more disturbing turn when Jamaurea confessed that after returning the child and returning home, he found Hood still alive and calling out to him. Instead of providing aid, he wounded her with a knife multiple times, then wrapped her lifeless body in a plastic wrap and sheets before disposing of it in a creek behind his apartment in the Hollywood complex around 3 a.m. Around 7 a.m., he attempted to conceal the remains under a pile of leaves. Jamaurea's arrest was swiftly followed with charges of fatality and terroristic threats of a family or household member in Deja's passing. He was promptly booked into the Smith County Jail, where as of this video, he remains held on a bond of $1,050,000. As the community struggled with the shocking incident, Deja's family and friends took to social media to express their grief and condolences. They remembered her as a bright young woman with dreams of attending college and pursuing a career in hairstyling. Her memory lives on, even as the chilling details of her untimely demise continue to haunt the city she once called home.
My heart just dropped because it was just so unexpected. And then the way she went was like uncalled for, like she didn't deserve that.
Whatever happened to her is just like, it wasn't like believable.
From what I know, she was there to comfort him because like he didn't have nobody to talk to about things. She was always like smiling, happy. She had like great energy. She was good-hearted too. She was very talented.
When you first meet her, it's like you know her already. She's working hard to leave, to get a car.
I hate that got ripped away from her before it was even started.
I know for a fact whatever he did to her, she had a strong fight.
As they scroll through their memories with Deja, one post stands out to them. The Sunday before her disappearance, Deja posted this picture on Instagram with the caption, "Unforgettable."
I feel like maybe her spirit kind of knew that she was going to go before her actual body knew. You could put somebody in jail all day long, but you can't bring nobody back.
She adds that Deja will be remembered for who she was, not what happened to her, and they will continue to keep her memory alive.
May the family and friends of Dejah Hood find solace in the happy memories, and may her soul rest in perpetual peace. Thank you.